Hi, I'm Caleb Arthur. I'm the CEO and founder of Sun Solar. Today I'm here with Aaron Moore. Aaron is one of our district sales managers here at Sun Solar. And a little bit what we're going to do today is we're going to talk to Aaron, ask him some questions about him being the district sales manager at Sun Solar, some of the things he looks for as a sales manager, and then some of the things that he does as a sales manager, but then also some of the things he looks for whenever he's recruiting, hiring, and retaining sales folks, what we call energy consultants here at Sun Solar.
Yes, sir.
So, Aaron, introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about yourself and how you came to join us here.
Okay. Aaron Moore. I've been here for roughly 15 months, I believe now. I came to Sun Solar through one of our other managers, Matt Williams, who's been with the company for quite a while. Matt and I knew each other for the last decade or so, and he's been recruiting me hard for the last couple of years and speaking very highly of you and of the company. And so he just wore me down finally and brought me over here, and we went out for I think lunch one day and Houlihan's, me and him, and had a good conversation. And I believed in the product and believed in you, and so I've been here ever since.
It was just really good food. That's what won
It
you
was.
over.
It was good food. Yeah, I think I had the shrimp scampi.
Yeah. You can even remember. That's the first tool in recruiting, right? Just take
That's
somebody
right.
out for really good food.
That's right.
Yeah,
Win them
yeah.
over.
We had a video earlier with Jean, our recruiting employee, and we talked a lot to her about promoting from within, and that we don't hire outside of Sun Solar very often, but
Sure.
but we did with you. And I think what was important with hiring you from the outside directly into that sales manager position is that you came highly recommended from one of our most successful energy consultants
Right.
who had transitioned from energy consultant into our director of training, and then over into being one of our most successful sales manager positions, Matt Williams. And Matt wanted to recruit you into into one of our sales manager positions. And so, that's why I came and interviewed you personally, and we had that lunch, and bringing you in, some of the concerns I had were that you not being an energy consultant in solar, you wouldn't know the solar side
Sure.
of the sales
Right.
platform,
Right.
but you had tons of sales experience and sales management experience. But that was quickly alleviated because I just mostly told you, hey, if you're going to come in as a sales manager, just come in and start selling the product,
Right.
learning the product,
Right.
and then building your team at the same time, which was, kind of a hard balance, I
It
think.
was absolutely.
But it gave you that foundation to just be able to absolutely crush it, because within, I would say, 4 to 5 months, you had a pretty competitive playing field with the other managers.
Right.
And then after, I'd say probably the 7th, 8th month period, you started competing to be the top sales manager in the
Yeah.
entire company.
Yeah.
And you've kind of been in that number 1 or number 2 spot ever since, right?
Yeah, I have. I mean, I would say most of it is I'm very competitive, so
Yeah,
I want to win it
that
no matter
helps.
what I do. So, I came with a lot of sales experience. I did a lot of sales before, and so that did help set the foundation. Obviously, the first, probably 60 days I was around Matt and Earl and just the office and just learning solar talk and kilowatts and all that kind of stuff. And so just being a sponge to learn that, and then just get out in the field. Did a lot of ride-alongs with Landon and Kyler and just a lot of your top ECs at the time.
Yeah.
And just try to learn everything, read everything could get my hands on, and just learn the product. So I think it was probably 60 days is when I started hiring my own team and recruiting my own team. And we were part of Matt's team for the first, I think, 90 days, and then we broke off after that. And the team's been growing since then. And so now it's just always constantly recruiting and hiring and training my guys, and then obviously staying on top of the product knowledge and learning constantly.
And with what you're doing with hiring energy consultants, these sales reps, what are the qualities that you're looking for as a sales manager when you're looking
Sure.
for a sales rep?
Sure. I mean, number one, I like competitive people. I mean, I really do like people that like to compete. Sales is a competition, and you get told no a lot, but you still have to get back up and go to that next one. So you have to be able to take that, but then learn from it. Just like anything in competition, you don't always win, but how can you learn to get better for your next presentation? So I do look at that. Obviously, I want people that are just good value people. I can trust them. You're in someone's home. you're speaking to someone asking to spend lots and lots of money with you. And so I want people that are going to be honest and really present Sun Solar, present you, present me in a positive light and be honest with what they're saying. And then obviously I want people that want to be financially secure. I want them to be, not money hungry, but want to be driven to make a good income because the money's there to be made if they do things the right way. So that's usually what I look for.
Yeah. And with, how with low unemployment and there being just job openings everywhere, what would entice somebody that's a good salesperson or somebody getting into
Sure.
sales to leave some maybe comfortable sales job they have to want to come, be on your team?
I would say just the growth potential. In most jobs, if it's an hourly job or a salary job, it doesn't matter how hard you work, you're going to get paid that amount. And I am one of those people that I feel like I can outwork people or I can get people to work. And sales is, the more contact you have, the more sales you can make, the more money you can make. So it's endless. There's not a cap. It's not like, hey, you've reached your quota, you need to stop selling now. You can make as much as you want. So yeah, you got to start out, you got to grind to start, but the potential is there. And since I've been here, we've at least doubled, if not tripled, probably from 100 employees to, over 300 now. So obviously that projection, it looks enticing to people if you want to get into something that's growing. And then every day is new. We always talk about we're building an airplane as we fly it a lot of days. And so, I like change. I like, financing change and product change and just the nuances of the job. So I do like that.
Yeah, no, that's a lot of fun. What part of your job as a sales manager here do you like the most?
The relationships. I like coaching my guys. I talk to them every day. A lot of them you don't see every day because they don't come to the office per se.
Mm-hmm.
But, I speak to each one of them, a handful of times every day or in a group text. It's just a really good team that we have. And I love just, interacting with them. And then especially even with the people that are here every day at the office. From all the different aspects. So I like that relationship part of it. I'm a relationship person for sure.
Yeah, for sure. With the growth that you've seen at the company, but the growth you've had internally here with yourself and your team, do you see your team being able to continue its trend where you're right at the top, number one, number two? Do you foresee that you're just going to be able to stay at the top with all the new managers and all the new reps coming on?
I do. Yeah. I do.
Yeah.
Just because I feel like I want to win. So
Yeah.
if not, I'm going to push. So yeah, I've got those experienced guys that have been here now 8 months, 9 months, going on their 1 year anniversary. So they've been here for a while. And so those guys I can just keep pushing and challenging them every day in a new aspect. And then bringing in the new talent and hiring them up to eventually grow. I think right now I have 8 guys. I'd like to end the year at 12 ECs on my team and a solid assistant manager. So, yeah, just constantly hiring and then training and bringing in new talent. So,
do you have any success stories about any of your energy consultants learning and growing into sales management?
Yeah, so I hired Graham Smitham. I believe it was last January is when he started, and he was one of my ECs. And Graham, I think, started in January this year up in St. Louis as one of the managers up there. So he was on our team just under a year, did a good job. He had a lot of management experience and some sales experience, but never any solar experience. And came in, learned, and was here and had a good year. And so we were able to promote him now into a new role.
It's awesome. So there's definitely pathways there for
absolutely.
people.
Yep, I've got a couple more on my team that I'd like to see this year take that step and and be promoted as we grow into more.
Do you have any questions for me?
What do you look for in management?
I think the very first thing for me is is obviously being able to fit the culture, and what goes right along with that is like coachability, and that was something that I've told Jacques and other people right when they come on board is like, if you will just be coachable on the things that I want you to be able to learn from me and do, then like we can go to the moon.
Yep.
But if at some point you think you are like smarter than everybody else in the room, or that it's only your way or the highway, like that will cause so much friction, and you'll end up rowing the boat in the wrong direction at some point. And then not that you can't have differences of opinion and challenge me, because I don't always have it figured out either. But if like you aren't coachable, because that's my biggest thing is I want to stay coachable.
Well, there's an old adage: when you're green, you grow; when you're ripe, you rot.
Yeah.
And so you always want to stay green because you're constantly growing. You just think of nature, and when it's green, it's time to grow. And things think of you grew up on a farm and farming stuff when things, the harvest is there, then they're dead. That's it. So
yeah.
I always want to stay green so you can grow.
Yeah. And a lot of the same stuff with your salespeople. I mean, I want those honest, integrous people around me. I want people that have a lot of those high value systems in their lives. It's true. Whoever you surround yourself people is who you're going to become. And if you have a lot of low value people that you surround yourself with, that's who you are, and that's who you're going to become if you're not that already. And so I try to surround myself with those people. So those managers that I'm around, the leadership people that I'm around. I mean, you look at our directors, you look at our CFO, you look at my mentors, you look at all those people. They're all very successful people that have proven themselves.
Yep.
And you look at my friends outside of the company. I mean, these were all people that I've had to bring into my life over time. They weren't people that I was just born and raised with, other than my family members that I've been very blessed, to be born into. Not everybody gets born into, a good family, so I've been blessed there. But everybody else, I've had to kind of build my cabinet of those people over time, and I've had to search those people out, but I had to be in alignment and know what I wanted to be able to bring those people into my life. And if I wasn't focused on being that high value person and in alignment, they wouldn't want to be around me either, So I think that's a big thing.
Another thing I love is if you find yourself the smartest person in a room, go find another room to be in.
Yeah.
I mean, you always want to surround yourself with people that are going to challenge you to get better and, challenge you to grow. So I love, that's the other thing I love about here is I feel like you do have a lot of talented people here.
Yeah.
And so every day I can come in and grow and learn from someone and, shape my future. So,
yeah. Yeah. And that is sometimes was an odd feeling of being a CEO, and it's not anymore of like not being the guy that has all the answers. And I'm okay with that now, but for a long time I always wanted to be the smartest guy, 'cause it's like I have to have all the answers, right? But now people come to me all the time. I'm like, I don't know what.
Go ask someone. Yeah.
It's like I might know, but I might not know the newest 5.0 version of what you want to know.
Question
Yeah. Especially when it comes to software or IT.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
No,
yeah, I'm done.
I'm not that guy. I might know what the price of that system is, but I don't know how to put it.
Right.
I don't know how to put it in DocuSign. Sorry.
Yep.